Okay, Jessica. So we've talked about how you get into energy healing and what have you done so far and some experiences that you went through, and then you also demonstrated to us some of the tools, the equipments that you use to aid in these healing sessions, right? So I think the last segment is we want to talk about some experiences, like some healing experiences that you went through, and maybe some cases that you've attended and went through, and then what are the impacts of energy healing to some people that you know, and what are their before and after experiences.
So a lot of people come to me when they are in a certain state in their life where they have, I suppose, hit rock bottom. They might be quite anxious about what's happening for them. They might be fearful. They might be going through some type of life crisis as well. And again, everyone is different, as I said before. So the modality that they will choose and how often they come to me or they might go to someone else is ultimately going to be up to the individual. And I find that people come to me and when we do go through the journey of the breath and energy healing in particular, we do talk through what's been happening for them and during the session what came up for them and how can they then integrate what has happened during that session into their day-to-day. So everyone is different. A lot of people, once they have a session with me, they feel a sense of calmness, a sense of relief. They might have a revelation as well, and a learning that has come up for them to take back into their day-to-day life. So again, everyone's different, but I think the beauty is that we're all learning differently. We've all got our own healing journey to go on.
That's beautiful, just how you describe the process. And I was just wondering if there's, if when you work with your clients, were there a theme that you see in all of them, or they just, like you said, they're just simply different from one another? The basis of the problem, like for example, I'm just thinking about the lines of, are they too stressed? Did they have anxiety? And how did that help after going through the sessions with you?
Yeah, I think that, since COVID happened, 2 years ago, I do have to say that a lot of the things that people are feeling today, my clients most recently, is the stress and the fear of COVID. So it might be the fear of COVID and getting COVID, or alternatively separation and not being able to see family and friends during our lockdowns that we've had. So there has been, I feel like it is the same stuff that does keep coming up for people during this time. It just looks different for everyone. The levels look different. The impacts from their environment is also different as well.
Yeah, what I'm hearing is, I guess people still need support when they have these problems. I think that's when Jessica comes in and trying to sort of help them with that problem. So that's good. That's really good.
So what's the best way to reach you, Jessica?
So you can reach me online. My website is www.putujesspatra.com. Alternatively, I'm also on Instagram and Facebook, so you can reach me at Putu Jess Patra. And one thing I did want to add was, you don't always have to go to a practitioner, because going to a practitioner like myself might be quite overwhelming to do that first step. There are things that you can do with yourself to try and elicit that healing within. So it might be meditation. You might go onto Spotify and listen to a guided meditation. You might choose yoga as a moving meditation. It might simply be just to go and sit out in nature alone, without your kids around, without your dog around, and close your eyes and breathe.
That's just simply breathe.
That's a one way. That's more like a unidirectional way of getting some treatment. But I think, if those who wants a real person to actually be with them, so I think that's where Jessica comes in.
So untuk pendengar di luar sana, saya telah tag Jessica di dalam grup Facebook kita, dan kalau ingin mendapat pandangan Jessica seterusnya, boleh kontak Jessica dalam laman Facebook beliau. Dan cara-cara untuk menangani stres secara seharian telah dikupas juga. Boleh buat meditasi atau berjalan di dalam nature atau
apa yang dianjurkan lah untuk mendapatkan ketenangan ya.
Betul.
Okay, dan terima kasih. Thank you very much, Jessica, for being with us tonight, for making the trip here, and also sitting down with us. And
it's always a pleasure to have a guest with us.
Yep. And we hope that there'll be more interviews that we can do with Jessica. So once she's mastered her Indonesian
yes, we're
language,
hoping that Jessica can do more Indonesian.
Yeah.
No pressure at all. Thank you very much for having me.
Kita boleh berbahasa Indonesia dalam.
Okay. All right.